Welcome back, guys, to another video. My name is Maku,
Hello guys, it's Kobayashi.
and today we're going to talk about Blue Lock, our new addition to our anime recaps. Alright, Kobayashi, you want to start it off for us?
Yeah, so the very first scene, we're in a championship match in the preliminaries. And we get to see the main character, Isagi. He's dribbling down. His team is losing 1-0 at this time. He's dribbling down past defenders. He's clear on goal, but once he's about to shoot, he sees his teammate. He's also wide open, and he thinks, well, everybody knows the teammate actually has a better chance of scoring. So he passes the ball to his teammate, but his teammate misses, hits off the post, and then the other team goes on a counterattack. And the best player from the other team scores, and at the end, they lost the match 2-0. And then we get to see the guy who scored the second goal. He's getting interviewed, saying like, "Oh, you're so good. You play for the under-18 Japan's team. Blah blah blah."
Right.
Who cares?
And for quick context clues, as Kobayashi had said it beforehand, there's a preliminary for the Nationals. So whoever wins this goes to the Nationals. So it was really big for him. So it ended up cutting to him being gutted. And these kids were in front of him while he was riding his bike back home. And he was just sort of screaming at himself and just, sobbing because he lost. And then it cuts to this next scene. Want to go ahead and explain it?
So Isagi returns back home. He's eating with his family. While eating with his family, his mom mentions to him, "Oh, you got something in the mail." And then she gives him a letter, and he's reading the letter. It's from the Japan Union youth team or something like that. And he got invited to go to this tryout, takes the offer. So the next day he goes to the tryout, and then right at the front of the gate to the facility, he meets the other striker that he went against in the championship, the guy who scored. They were talking. They're like, "Oh wow, I wonder what this trial's gonna be." And they walk into the front of the
Facility.
and then they see a bunch of other notorious strikers. And then
Some of them were actually recognizable. Some of them you actually see them throughout if you have watched the anime, you've seen them. They actually point them out specifically. Like one of them was like one of the tallest strikers. The other one was one of the fastest, and some of them were like the most clinical. But it just shows all of these prolific strikers, or prolific young strikers, should I say, inside this room. And that's when this guy with funny eyes, he ends up popping out. You want to explain that part?
Yeah, so the guy with funny eyes, also he has a bowl cut with glasses. His name is Ego, by the way, or how they pronounce it is Ego, just in Japanese. Anyways, he's just saying, "So I invited you all today, all 300 strikers. I'm trying to make the best striker to make Japan win the World Cup. And what we need is an egotistical striker that doesn't care anything but scoring, essentially." And he's just listing out all these ego people like Cristiano Ronaldo, Pele.
Yeah, that this is some sort of egotistical quotes.
And then the guy that Isagi runs into, he has something to say about it. He's like, "Wait, this doesn't make any sense. What about the team? What about, I have nationals coming up. I can't be doing this." Because essentially the guy said, "Oh yeah, you guys are going to be living here from now on."
And that's when it cuts off to him saying, "Oh, you don't have to be here. But if you want to have an opportunity to become the world's best striker, then you can stay here. If not, you can leave." So Isagi took that with no hesitation, and he blistered to the front, or blistered to Ego, and ended up saying, "Yeah, I'm taking the offer."
Yeah, and Isagi at this point, he was the very first one, because everyone, they're just like talking, they're like, "Should we do it, should we not?" And then, like Maku said, Isagi, no hesitation, first
Blitzed,
one.
exactly. Full on blitzed it, and to none of our surprise, everyone went there.
Yeah,
right?
everyone went there.
So then that's where this first trial came upon. It was sort of a game of tag with the ball.
Game of tag with the ball. And then essentially, if you're it, you get eliminated from Blue Lock. So Isagi notices his number is 299 out of 300.
Exactly. So all these strikers are ranked from best to worst, and from 100 or from 1 to 300. And as Kobayashi stated, he was ranked 299. So he was literally right on the bottom.
Yeah. And then he also notices that the 300th guy is also in his room. And then I also noticed, essentially like a bunch of lower tiers are just in that room. that we get to see later on. But essentially, the first person as it is the lowest ranked guy, which is like this temple monk guy, bald, typical. I
Yeah.
didn't like him at all, for being honest.
Really?
But it doesn't matter. Yeah, I didn't like him at all. I don't know.
I find it pretty cool. I find it pretty funny.
No, I did not like him at all. It doesn't matter. Maybe because he's bald. I don't know. Alopecia. Anyways.
This dude.
He's just trying to tag somebody, and he's running, trying to kick the ball at people. He misses, but then he notices one guy sleeping on the floor, and then he's about to kick the ball towards him to make him it. But then the guy, you want to explain it?
Yeah, so the guy, there's always this one guy in basketball anime where he's like extremely lazy. In Kuroko's, it was Murasaki Bara, and in this one, it's gonna be this guy, which I'm not really sure what the name is.
I believe his name is Bachira or something like that.
Yeah, so if it is so, so the lowest ranked guy, he ended up kicking the ball to him, but he got up in a very acrobatic way and ended up kicking him in the face, and they were all complaining, "Oh, that's dirty, that's dirty." He said he never said to not use a.
And then the one specific guy who's claiming it was dirty, it was this Ichigo lookalike. I forgot the dude's name, but let's just call him the Ichigo lookalike.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
But then the temple monk guy, the bald dude that I don't like, he kicks the ball at the Ichigo lookalike, and then Ichigo gets mad. He's like, "Wait, why would you kick it to me?" And then Ichigo, he does like a FIFA L1 R1 power shot, but then he hits the main character, Isagi.
Yeah, he ends up just destroying his lungs after that power shot.
And then Isagi picks up the ball, obviously with his feet, not with his hands. he starts dribbling, and then he's trying to target the weak people at first. But then he knows, he's like, if I came here to become better, I should target the strongest. So then,
yeah, that's when the sleepyhead ended up saying, "Yes, finally, you're getting it." So that's when he ended up taking the ball from.
yeah, making himself it.
Yeah. And he ended up setting himself up for a pass. Well, at first, when you see it, you don't think it's a pass. He ends up chipping it over, and ends up laying it off to Isagi, and it ends up hitting. I don't remember who it was. Do you
Basically,
remember?
he hits up the guy that he faced up in the championship round, because he's like one of the highest ranks among Blue Lock.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the episode. Do you think he's eliminated? Because it said at the end, whoever is it gets eliminated. Do you think he'll be
Yeah.
eliminated?
I hope
think
not.
he's gonna stay, because I don't know.
Maybe it's like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's like a point deduction. We'll see. Like I said, it's a really interesting anime. I do highly recommend you guys to watch it. Episode 1 was such a success. By the way, I don't know if I've stated this beforehand, but the animation on it is incredibly cool.
Whatever studio is doing it, yeah, it's really good. And in my opinion, out of all the first episodes that aired this week, I like Blue Lock the best.
Yeah, no, I really like it as well. Yeah, I don't like it the best, but I do definitely like it. It's on my top list. In any case, guys, if there's any anime you would like us to talk about in specific, just let us know in the comments down below. And as always, my name is Maku,
Kobayashi.
and thank you.